This day 1036 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If you'd like to sponsor come share more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please contact me directly. Very greatly appreciate it. Today we're doing Simon Pehen Yerodea, Sif Lamed to Lamed Vav. And we're talking about Yisurim Beim Mitztarfim. Ufi Sodan on the time which is Shlosh Shemos. If you have spices of 2 or 3 names, Chule, Fine Chiluk Ben Shem Israel doesn't make them as one Isser, Ben Shem Mishnayim Shlosh Yisurim to 2 or 3 Yisurim. She does like for beer Tana Lahedi of Mishnah Rishon the Orla Kila Kara, the Rishona. In the first Mishnah already explained the Orla Kila Kara Mitztarfim Zelazet. Orla and Kilakam joined together. Name Shnei Yisurim, even though there are 2 prohibitions. So what chiddush is there in the Mishnah there in Mishnah Yudalid about Sor Shel Chuma and Shel Kilei Karam? We know the Orla and Kilei Karam are joined together. Therefore, the Rambam says that's not what's talking about. Doesn't make a difference whether it's one is or 2 is that we know already. This time Mishnah a different chiddush. The Mishnah is showing Marik Shnei Yisurim and Mamish Dober Echad. First Mishnah is when they're talking where the first 2 Yisurim are Mamish one thing. What's because I'm the Shneim Yain. They both have wine. Takman Shlon the Afagav the Einam Mamish Dober Echad, even though they're not precisely one thing. They have one name, Shkul Sor, they're all Sor, Avalim Shloshaminim. But there are 3 types, Shelchitim Shel Sorim Kusmin. Sourdough of wheat, of barley, and of oats. Omin Echad. Kosmin, I think is actually spelled. Omin Acher, Echad, Shekulam, or they're all from one type. Shekulam Mine Karpas, all types of Karpas have a Shemus Mechulakim. Karpas is a generic term for greens, but they're a different name. Therefore, nevertheless, they join together. So in that the Shas says since Rava goes after the name and not after the taste, came the Shemus Cholokas to have different names. My man is Shatam Mecha. What difference does it make? They have the same taste. For Rava Rava doesn't go by taste. It's Rava said, Hamani Rabbi Meir, this is Rabbi Meir. Meir holds always doing Starif. Klomar. The Gemara ain't chiluk between Isur Echad L'Shnei Isurim. There's no division 1 Isur 2 Isurim. They all join together. Then Gamkin Kaimon L'Krei Meir the Isurim Shnaf L'Heter when it's starving Kshein Shavim Ba'Pulish Oisim L'Chaim Etzel Tabel. And we hold like a Meir to a certain extent that Isurim which fell into Heter that can join together, even though they're different types, when they act similarly. That's they make something chametz. Or they can make something as a sourdough or a tava where they spice something. So it's kavachomer. If you have 2 isurim, which if you ate them outright, not as spices or leavening agents, they would not be mitzdarif. Nevertheless, they can join together to forbid the mutter substance on which they are acting. So certainly in terms of the name, the tzarich rava the yikar mimamino, that Rav requires in order to be considered the same type. We don't care about the different name. Imrak shavim bapula, as long as they act the same way, such as to leaven or tavel or to spice. In the brackets, he says something which we probably won't understand without seeing the Gemara, but let's do it anyway. Look at Pirush Rashi, whatever Chizkiah says. I think we saw it yesterday. Maybe not. Okay, whatever. That says Meir Pirush Meir Hui Bezelo Kamoisa. It's a mayor, but normally when we say there's like a mayor and we're dismissing it. Here we're saying it's a mayor, and in this specific nekuda, we pass on like a mayor. Maybe hard the chizka, therefore it's both Shabbos and also Yerushalmi. You sure you have chizka? I don't know. He probably did bring it back down, but I can't find it right now. See by Rava. See our man Rabbi Shimon. I don't see Chizkiel. Okay, let's go on. Was that as Yishai Bakom Mashik Shal whatever Taisis works out in Farsha Rambam and the Rambam's knows the Kelim Achles or Mashu Heter Shenafal, but the answer with a Mashu when it falls in the Heter Tzarch Mino, it's got to be Mino, not Eno Mino, because the Eno Mino is always Batam. Zesh Kasle Chametz Beisa Shal Chitin Im Bechule, and evidently that's why he's talking about Chametz sourdough in Chametz dough. Be that as it may, Lamrav. It seems to me that Shkol Chai but Chumas and Meises, anything which is Chai and Chumas and Meises, Sav the Gazayis but Tevel. It makes up a Gazayis when it's Tevel. They should say Melcha because one name. Vachi Perushim. This means to say the Cambridge's bar sits where it was become clear. The Chol Ma Shebalav on anything which is the same prohibition. Besides, they're not comparable. The comparison or the commonality. It's only in order to forbid the heter when the Yisurim fell into it. It's not where you're eating about right, where it's also no matter what. So if you have Hakazayis tevel of wheat, Hakazayis tevel should going to have a Zayis tevel of grapes. They're going together to get Malchus on them. So when they join together to Aser or Heter, so then they must perhaps have to have commonality in name or commonality in taste. But when they are together, Be'ain, then since it's the same Isra, they join together. It's no different than 5 things in an ola, which are mitzarif, which of course not all teeth, even though there's no comparison, come basar like the meat, the sauce, and the flour, the wine, and the wine. Zeshatola b'svaraso, that which he said royally, seems to me. The Mishnah only says the 5 types of grain join with each other. That's how Lucky previously wrote. Even though they're not the same types, one is wheat and one is barley. They are all type of grain. Between geffen, but grain with grapes, zaysim, and olives. We have no proof that they join together. From Ola, we don't have such a great raya. Do like Yitzhak Kachim Shani? Or maybe all bets are off in Kachim. Rambam is first. That's what I'm saying. It seems to me. But Rabbi Yitzchak, Rabbi complained. The Ba'in and Tam Shavi has the same taste. I shom. Fimashi Biram Sat Ishmael. But it says Arukh HaShulchan based on what we just explained. Only when you answer the heter in which it fell. Now we eat the Isser outright. The bracket says here, Shiva mine tevel, 7 types of tevel, Kaminas Chamisha mine tvua. It means the 5 types of grain, v'tirosh, and grapes, v'yitzor, and olives, which are things that have truma deraisa. The Svei Truma's payers the Rabbana. He holds that Truma of other foods the Rabbana. Round los for the king, which goes up perik base of Truma, so Reish B'nai Sheni, evidently holds that Truma of all fruit is the Raisa. Line base, goes up Rambam. The Rambam writes, Ochla Achil Gedoylim B'davar Osir. Somebody eats a large chunk. Something which is also Emachayim so Malchus or Koris HaKol Kazayis Chayis. Not Chayim Malchus or Koris and each and every Kazayis. El Chiv Echel Chol gets one lump sum avera for the whole eating. We were eating masibo, but if witnesses were warning him, Shas Achil time is eating a Kol Kazayis and each and every Kazayis he ate. Chayav HaKol Asrav Asrav, he's liable to each and every warning. Asrav is a mechalik. Even though he's one eating and he didn't interrupt in the middle, I can't show you. Also in the Rambam. That's true by always. Makos. We learn in Makos V'da. You should know the Ushami Nazir Omer Abusa Yoser. Says the bigger chiddush. Zel Shoinai. This is what the Ushami says. Ima Yashput Shel Nevela. If you had a skewer of nevela, you start eating it. Amalo tehei yodea yishno mishato chel kulo. If you eat the whole skewer, if yesh vasor zaysim and there are 10 zaysim on it, then mischayev asor malchus you're going to be flogged 10 times. Mekabel asor b'das azos. You mekabel asor on all 10 in one fell swoop. Hakal shono. Mechayev asor malchus. It's chayev to have 10 floggings. If efshel chlo. It's possible to learn this way in the Rambam. That which you wrote, if the one time is eating on each of the says Floimar, she must him al kol asros before the palmach. Gave all the warnings at one time. Zafka b'shas achilos, but the time is eating, but look not previously. The kol asros, but inam shas ma'isa avera. You need all the warnings to be at the time that he's doing avera. Okay, the bracket says something which we're not going to understand. Okay, I'm giving Okas. We also wrote the Rambam. Ha'ochels kisora. Somebody eats a barley besides the barley kernel, or the mustard seed, from any one of the forbidden foods. And he waited a little because of alcohol, and then he ate the side of a mustard seed. Etc. Until he makes up a kazayis and all those various different nibbles. Bein b'shoy bein amazing, whether unintentionally or intentionally. Im shor mitchilvat so they actually shlosh beitzim. If you tarry from the beginning of the eating to the end of the eating, no more than the time it takes to eat 3 eggs. It's time for all joints together. Harei chayav karetz, and you're liable to karetz or karbon. Kamosha alcha kazayis savasachas. Same as if you were in the kazayis in one chop. If you delayed longer than that, even though he didn't interrupt in the middle. He mustard seed after mustard seed after mustard seed. Just to get to Gazais and the Kedechelas Pras. Einam however Shlim Gazais Kedechelas Pras, Einam it's starting Potter. So they make up a Gazais Kedechelas Pras, they don't join together and he's Potter. Somebody drinks a revius of forbidden wine, little by little. Or shehimcha as a chametz pesach, or he dissolved chametz on pesach, or zechela, or forbidden fats. And swallowed it slowly. Or she drank blood slowly. If you waited from the beginning to the end, kedesh dias or revius, the amount of time it takes to drink a revius. Mitzdarfin. No more than that, then they join together. If not, they don't join together. Ad kan l'shono. End quote for the Rambam. Yeshua says, the Achilas Pras more are beitzim. Some people, the Achilas Pras is 4 eggs. For Rashi Mazal, is skim l'dvolov. He agrees it's 4 eggs. Mosh kosav amagim mishnah ayin sham. The tzor brings down Lechem mishnah, the tzor beitzim sochakos. Somewhat larger eggs. Okay, be this way. There's also ayin rochaim sim tov reshu base. Lamadaf, in a mashka said the shasiya have a tzir of k'desh shasiya service. That what you said that by drinking, you add it up to the amount which you have to drink, whatever you have to drink, the amount of time it takes to drink a revius. All the chachamim were astonished. There's no negative mishnah bekrisus. It's going to be says shasa mashkin tameim. We drank tamei beverages. Shasa v'yain, and then and you drank 3 ounces of wine, 4 ounces, depending on who's share. V'nichas mikdash, and he went to the base of mikdash, either in a state of tuma or in a state of being inebriated. Shalktei achilas pras, and it was if you did this with when amount of time of achilas pras, not clear. He wrote the same thing in Perish Mishnayis. So the Kidei Revius he wrote in Shvisas Asor Yom Kippurim. Perikim Chumas and Shisi wrote in Chumas terms of drinking Chuma. V'Sigo arrived with Chol Rishonim Achronim. Arrived and complained to all the Rishonim Achronim. Kavur B'Tuv Shon Orachaim Simatov Reshit Beis, as explained there. It's also not clear. What does it mean to join together to drink a revius? If the sheer of drinking is revius, so does it mean you have kadesh revius? Okay, I'm not sure it's still in question, but okay. Okay, ends the tiruf. That's not considered to be joining together. So the shtos of avas you have to drink it basically in one fell swoop. The bracket says Yavayim Lechasham Shenidchak Lomar Sheshosa Bimheira Ma'at Ma'at. He drank quickly, but a little sips each time. Ukimat Enumul and Klau. It's almost not understandable at all. One shot it's a gargron, two it's their cheretz, and three is about guy, but something like that. Anyway, talking God, I'm not sure what the difficulty from there is. Probably could figure it out if I spent 30 seconds on it. But I have a lot more to do. Lamed Od Kosav, he also wrote, the Rambam, Kol Chlin Asurim, all forbidden foods, Eino Chayav Ad Shochol Sam Derech HaNoah. You only have to eat them in a manner of deriving pleasure. Chutzi Basar B'cholav, Kila Kerem. Except for Basar B'cholav and Kila Kerem, they even don't derive any pleasure by eating them. You still can be chayiv. Pishluna Amar Ben Achila. They are not juxtaposed to an issue of eating. Elahotzi Isra Achilas B'lashon Acheres. It's the prohibition on consuming them uses a different terminology. B'lashon Bishu, B'lashon Hekdesh. It says that you shouldn't cook them, and you should designate them as hekdesh. And he explains helpfully. The second one is b'chila kerem. And here by b'chila kerem it says in Vorin Chabeis Tes Pentik Dasham Leo. Okay, so lesser osan. Lesser osan feel shal derech means also even they don't derive benefit in the normal way. Ketzat, how so? You dissolved fat, gmo, and you swallowed it. Shu cham when it's hot. To the point that your throat got burned from it. Or you ate raw fat. Or you mix bitter things that go rash v'lano like wormwood and gall or whatever that is. Toch yain nesach into yain nesach or toch kedei or shevel or to a plate of the nevela. V'achlan k'shei marim you ate it when they're bitter. O she'achal ochel asur achas shisech vivish, or you ate the forbidden food after it became rotten and rancid. Ubata me'achadam, when it's no longer considered to be the human food. Hareza part exempt. But that's only by those things other than basar b'cholav and kila kerem. By basar b'cholav kila kerem, tokdesh basar b'cholav yan kila kerem, but when you eat it chayav. Hakam l'shalom. Any food you now derive benefit from. If you derive benefit, you don't eat it. You sold it in a club, you gave it to the dogs. Ain't located, you don't get malchus, so malchus mardus, you give them rabbinic malchus. And the money you paid for it is mutter. Hekdesh devolves on money used to redeem it. Some say he himself can't eat it. Malchus. Yisrael do not have malchus. So to Yisrael only also if you do them in the normal way do I benefit. I was looking at and not do it the normal way. Could go such to make a bandage or some sort of medicine. This is no prohibition. Oh, no. It's not a problem. But Pesach, there's a problem. But Enkan Isser. It's an Enkan Isser. Oh no, but regular Isser, no. Like Chametz and Pesach, Orla, etc. If they naturally they're not there Chanos and Enkan Isser. Levat Basar B'cholav Kila Kerem. Except for Basar B'cholav Kila Kerem, Shasuchim. But no, now do I benefit from them? After Shalo K'derech Chanos, even not in the normal fashion. Which goes around Perikem, you say they Teire. Din ches ayin sham. Lamav. The time Mash ain't b'surei no malchus. Why is there no malchus by surei no? Bir b'sei mitzvah and kup b'zayin b'zel sham. Same way limnos isra no mitzvah ne'atzmo. Mr. Anoah, according to Rambam, is a siyag around Isra Achila. It's not an independent prohibition. Shiva Achila in Echo, because eating and eating are one thing. V'Achila Chek Michal Kena. And eating is one of the types of benefit. Sha'amra Torah lo yochal, when Torah says, or lo yochal, HaKavanish lo yena, but you shouldn't derive any benefit from it. Lo b'achila v'lo b'slaso. Not by eating on any other way. Zeu sha'amru kol makom shnamar lo yochel, lo sochal, lo sochlu. Echad Isra Achila v'echad Isra Anoah b'mashma. It indicates both. Until the pasuk tells you explicitly that it's mutter in some way. There's support to the veil, like it says by the veil, that you can toss it to the dog. If I feel basar b'chov, sheyesh kra, even by basar b'chov where there's a pasuk, los vashel, don't cook, al iser hana, b'fnei atzmo, and one los vashel teaches iser hana. Kam halochash min l'lav b'fnei atzmo. Nevertheless, it's not independent lav. Even though they above Shul Lav if Nato does come from independent Lav, Elamitam Acher, for another reason. That why is it singled out? What's the other reason? The Ilu Hayakasa Basar B'chav send Basar B'chav Halab B'Lashon Loyachel. It said the prohibition don't eat Shabo Kalu Gam Hanoah, and we'd learn the prohibition Hanoah because it's included in Loyachel. Like I said, Mikra B'Vnei Atzmo Hanoah Kechol Yisui Hanoah. He would not write down a separate pasuk to forbid Hanoah like any other Yisui Hanoah. Rak Mishum Basar B'chav Lo Haya. Lo yachol lichtov lashon achila. Again, Baruch Basar you cannot write lashon achila because it's also about Noah. Can lo have a chiyuv rak derech hanoah? Because then we could come out there, you won't get a chiyuv derech hanoah. But what's the chayvo b'basar chalab gam shlok derech hanoah? When you make a chayv b'basar chalab, also it's not the derech hanoah. Below kasel lashon achila. Then write lashon eating kasel lashon los vashel. Won't write the language of los vashel. They would say eno kol no, which doesn't include hanoah. Oh, los vashel. Therefore, you need another los vashel for isur hanoah. Avnei kamanah tosefes lav isur hanoah. It's not an additional lav for isur hanoah, but additional application of isur hanoah. Okay, again, as yesterday, he goes on directly in Lamed Zayin. But we'll stop here for tonight.